Today we are talking about explain the common security concept, because we are preparing for the cyber security. So we will discuss here the common security concepts. Security concepts means related to the security. What are the common security concepts? So these here you will learn about some terms or the terminology which is helpful in a cyber security. Okay, because later on once you will be familiar with these terms, then you will understand about the basic concept of the cyber security. What is the cyber security? What the things will be considered as a cyber security? Cyber security means any type of the data, digital data must be protected. So what is the meaning of the protected? Digital data must be secure or data must be protected. So what is the meaning of the digital data protection? What is the meaning of the protection? Can you tell me what is the meaning of the protection? Protection meaning means three things are important in this. One is the data must be confidential. Confidentiality means only the authorized person will able to see the data. For the example, you have created a file and you are the only authorized person, so you can see this file. Either you can check this file. So it is called confidentiality, means data should not be accessible by each and every person. The data only authorized for the certain peoples who are authorized to access the data. For the example, I am not your friend on the Facebook. So if you make your ID as a private ID, so I will not able to see your post, your details and other sections. I cannot see. Okay, you have the email address. You provided me email address and you told me send the emails. By using the email address, I cannot see your emails because I am not authorized to see your emails. Only you are authorized. Only you are authorized to checking your emails. So first thing is in a security means confidentiality. What is the meaning of the confidentiality? Data should be confidential and only available for the certain peoples. If I want to make the availability or make the data for everyone, so I can put videos on YouTube. Everybody can watch the videos because these are the publicly. But some videos you can make the private. Everybody cannot watch the videos. So first thing is confidentiality and another thing is integrity. What is the meaning of the integrity? Data, when the data is transferring from one location to another location, should not be modified. Should not be modified. For the example, I am sending any data, any letter, any emails. If the emails will be modified in between, so the result will be different. Are you agree? So integrity means data should not be modified in the transit or in the stored. Stored means when you have write some file and you stored in a computer or on the server, so this file will confidential and will have the integrity, means this file unauthorized person cannot modify this file. Store as well as transit, when data is transferring from one location to another location, will not be modified. Another is security, means another things is availability, means whenever you want to access your file should be available. For the example, you have created a website, you have put some video tutorials, okay, but when the user want to access, the video tutorial is not available. So whenever the video will not be available, it means you are going to be lost in your business. So whenever data is required, data must be available on the time for the authorized person. So the authorized person can view the data and modify the data as per their authorization. So do you understand what is the cyber security? Cyber security means securing the data. Securing the data means there is a three things must be maintained. First is a confidentiality, data only available for the authorized person, and only the authorized person can modify the data. Either it is in a store or in a transfer way, means when the data is transferring over the network, and available when required for the view or the modify by the authorized person. Okay, so what are the things which is going to be impact or which is going to be impact on this three things or the data security? There is a three main things which is going to be impact. One is a vulnerability, another is a threat, and risk. There is a three things which is going to be impact on the data security. One is a vulnerability. Vulnerability means weakness. Weakness where? Inside the network. Any weakness inside the network. Weakness inside the network, or weakness in an application. If there is any weakness in an application, weakness in a system, weakness in a server, weakness in a software, and also there is a weakness in a human. Means if there is any weakness exists in a user, so also the data can be in a risk, or the security can be breached, or data can be hacked. Okay, so first thing is a vulnerability. Another is a threat. Threat means the attacker who is going to be make the attacks. It is called threats. Threats may be the internal, means internal threats means any threats exist inside your organization, like any employee who is going to be steal your data. Okay, and there is a other type of the threats, external, which are setting out of the organization and doing the attack. Some is a malicious, some is a accidental. Malicious means there is a one file which is having the record of the user and their salary. Like user is a XYZ having the salary is a $1,000, but if they make the any little bit change like $10,000, so it will be biggest impact on the organization. So it may be by accidentally, or it may be by the intentionally. Okay, so there is a possibilities of the accidental or the intentional to making the modification inside the data. Another is a threat actors. Threat actors means who are going to be execute threats, like hacker. Hacker is a threat actor because they are going to be execute the threats. And the vector means the process which is used in an attack, like which type of the attack they are using, like password cracking. Okay, password cracking, and brute force attack and much more. So when the both things will combine together, then it will generate the risk. So what is the risk? Risk is a likelihood or possibilities. Like I am using the SMTP. So as all of you know, SMTP is transiting the data in a plain text. So if the third party will capture the plain text data and do some modification, the data will be modified in between. But it is not 100% sure it will be hacked. Means every email will be hacked. It is not sure, but there is a probability. If any attacker or hacker inside or outside your organization know this vulnerability, so he can modify the data. There is a probability. Risk is equal to probability into the impact. What will be the impact? Impact is simple. If they are sending, please give the $1,000 to this person, pay the $1,000 to this person, and if someone capture the data and made the modification 10,000, so of course it will be known as a impact. So risk means impact into probability, right? So these are the common concept: vulnerability, threat, risk, availability, integrity, confidentiality. You will have to keep in mind because you are going to be entering a cybersecurity field.